Gentlemen, let's be honest because no one else will. Have you been feeling different in your own body lately? That lingering tiredness in the morning, the quiet loss of strength, endurance, or confidence you once had. In intimate moments, those signs that something has shifted. You try to brush it off. It's just getting older, you tell yourself, but deep down, you know it's more than that. That inner spark feels dimmer. Your connection with your partner isn't what it used to be, and the man you see in the mirror might not feel like yourself anymore. I've seen this time and time again. In over 30 years of helping men over 60 reclaim their vitality, I can tell you these aren't simply natural parts of aging. Weakened erections, constant exhaustion, tingling in the limbs, even that quiet frustration that creeps in with age, they're your body waving a red flag. But here's the good news. It's not the end of the road. Your body isn't broken, it's just undernourished, and it doesn't take a pharmaceutical fix to bounce back. In fact, it all begins with the first thing you eat in the morning. That first choice can either restore your vitality or leave your system starved for what it truly needs. In today's post, I'll walk you through 5 powerful morning foods that do more than just fuel your day. These are foods that improve blood flow, balance hormones, and support muscle strength, especially in the areas that matter most for confidence and stamina. Stick around until the end, because I'll also share one food combination that's helping men notice real improvements in less than 7 days. I'm Dr. Laura, and this message is for every man who refuses to let aging write the final chapter on strength. 1. Whole eggs, nature's circulation igniter. Let's start with something simple: breakfast, and more specifically, with the men who sit across from me in my office, eyes heavy with disappointment. I don't feel like myself anymore, they whisper. Morning arousal? Gone. Energy before lunch? Practically non-existent. They chalk it up to age. When I ask, what do you eat first thing in the morning? Most just shrug. Coffee, maybe a slice of toast. And that's where it begins to unravel. Your body, especially the arteries and muscles in your lower chorus, asking for renewal the moment you wake up. If you skip this critical window, you're missing your best chance to turn things around. This is where whole eggs come in, not just the whites, but the entire egg, yolk and all. The yolk is rich in exactly the nutrients your body is desperate for. Vitamin D to support testosterone and sexual health, B12 and choline for nerve communication in the pelvic area, and leucine, an amino acid that fuels the repair of pelvic muscle for firm erections and urinary strength. Many men forget that the pelvic floor is a muscle just like your arms or chest, and like any other muscle, it needs fuel, activation, and recovery. Ignoring it is like skipping leg day for a decade. Eventually, things give out. Whole eggs are one of the simplest, most effective ways to jumpstart your recovery, not just for energy or muscle tone, but for the confidence that comes with knowing your body is working with you, not against you. Without proper nourishment, circulation slows, sensitivity diminishes, and confidence begins to erode. I want to tell you about someone I worked with, Richard, age 67. He hadn't experienced a natural morning erection in over 2 years and was convinced something inside him had simply stopped working. I gave him one small change: eat 2 whole-boiled eggs every morning. No fancy supplements, no complicated diet, just real food. 4 weeks later, he left me a voicemail I still remember vividly. Dr. Laura, it happened. I woke up like I was 40 again. That wasn't luck, that was science. That was his body finally receiving the right message at the right moment. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself honestly, am I fueling the part of me I want to bring back to life? Because something as simple as 2 warm whole eggs eaten with presence and purpose might be the most important step toward restoring your strength as a man. 2. Oats with chia seeds, the artery cleanser that powers erections. Now let's move on to a breakfast that doesn't just fill you up, it clears the path for better blood flow, better function, and stronger intimacy. For many men over 60, the common complaints are numbness below the waist, heaviness in the legs, and an overall loss of spark. What's often at the root of it? Poor circulation caused by narrowed or clogged blood vessels. So I always ask my patients, what are you doing to keep your arteries clean? Most of them pause. They've never thought about food that way. But something as basic as a warm bowl of oats mixed with chia seeds can transform the way blood moves through your body, especially to the areas that matter. Here's why. Oats are high in beta-glucan, a powerful soluble fiber that doesn't just lower cholesterol, it actively removes fat and debris from your bloodstream. This reduces blockage and helps oxygen-rich blood flow freely again, especially toward the groin and pelvic muscles. When you add chia seeds to the mix, things really start to shift. These tiny seeds are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which strengthen the lining of your arteries, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation. They're also rich in magnesium, key for healthy nerve signals during arousal, and potassium, which balances blood pressure and reduces fluid retention, so you feel lighter and more energized. One of my favorite stories is from Henry, a 71-year-old former trucker who came to me feeling defeated. He hadn't had a firm erection in months, and his legs felt like they were made of cement. He didn't know how to bring it up with his wife, so he just withdrew. I said to him, "Let's rebuild you from the inside out." He started his mornings with steel-cut oats, stirred in a spoonful of chia seeds, a handful of blueberries, and a dash of cinnamon. After 2 weeks, he said his legs felt less heavy. By the end of week 4, he told me, "Doc, I feel awake again, not just in my body, but in my manhood." That wasn't a gimmick. That was nature doing what it does best, restoring balance, circulation, and vitality through real, healing food. Here's the simple truth. Your penis isn't a mystery, it's a vascular organ. If your blood vessels are narrowed or blocked, no pill will fix that. But if you nourish your arteries with what they need, fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats, you'll notice a difference where it truly matters. So tomorrow, prepare that bowl of oats with care. Stir it slowly, eat it warm, and let every bite be a form of healing. Your circulation deserves that kind of attention. 3. Watermelon, the bedroom fruit that does more than cool you down. Let's move on to a fruit that most men treat like a summertime treat, not a serious tool for recovery. Watermelon isn't just refreshing, it's powerful, especially for men who've quietly accepted that intimacy isn't what it once was. But I'm here to tell you, watermelon can help bring it back. Here's why. Every juicy bite of watermelon contains an amino acid called L-citrulline, and this compound is a quiet powerhouse. Once inside your body, L-citrulline turns into L-arginine, which triggers the release of nitric oxide molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. And guess where better blood flow makes the biggest difference? That's right, your groin. In fact, watermelon activates the same pathway as medications, like Viagra, but it does it naturally. There's just one thing most people miss. The magic is in the rind. That pale white part between the red flesh and green skin is loaded with L-citrulline, so if you're tossing it in the trash, you're throwing away your best shot at real results. Instead, blend it into a smoothie or chew on it, slow, bitter or not. It's doing serious work under the surface. I'll never forget Bill, a retired Navy vet in his late 60s. When I recommended watermelon rind included, chuckled and said, "Doc, that sounds more like a picnic than a prescription." But just 2 weeks later, he called me, laughing again. "Laura, I'm waking up like it's the 80s. I knew exactly what had happened. His blood flow was back, and so was his confidence." Want to boost this effect even more? Try starting your day with a glass of warm lemon water before your watermelon. That little habit helps flush out your system, gets your circulation going, and sets the stage for a stronger nitric oxide response. Just be careful not to cancel it all out with greasy, salty foods like bacon or sausage right after. Those will constrict your arteries faster than you can chew. Instead, keep it clean. Have your watermelon first thing, or stack it alongside oats and chia for a performance-friendly morning. 4. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt, the circulation stabilizer. This next one might surprise you. When I tell older men to begin their day with half a steamed sweet potato sprinkled with Celtic sea salt, I often get raised eyebrows. Sweet potatoes in the morning? They ask, "Isn't that a holiday food?" But here's the reality. This modest root vegetable might be one of the most effective morning choices for regulating blood pressure, boosting energy, and yes, improving sexual function. As men get older, the body often wakes up in a state of dehydration and mineral imbalance, with blood vessels that are tighter and less flexible than they used to be. That vascular tightness, especially in the lower half of the body, can lead to reduced circulation, tingling in the legs, and weak or inconsistent erections. Sweet potatoes help solve this in 3 critical ways. First, they're packed with complex carbohydrates. Unlike processed cereals or white toast, sweet potatoes provide a slow, steady source of energy, helping to stabilize blood sugar and maintain healthy circulation throughout the day, especially around the hips and thighs. Second, they're rich in potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals that help blood vessels relax and stay open. This makes it easier for oxygen and nutrients to reach the pelvic region. Third, they contain beta-carotene and dietary fiber. Beta-carotene promotes cellular repair, while fiber supports gut health, which is closely tied to hormonal balance, including testosterone production. Now here's the simple upgrade. Add a small sprinkle of Celtic sea salt. Unlike regular table salt, Celtic salt retains over 80 trace minerals that help regulate nerve impulses, muscle performance, and hydration. This matters even more as you age, especially if you wake up feeling stiff, with heavy legs or pressure in the groin area. One of my patients, Thomas, age 70, used to wake up every day with tightness and numbness in his lower body. After just 4 mornings of eating half a steamed sweet potato with a glass of warm lemon water and a bit of Celtic salt, he told me, "Doc, I'm standing up with ease. No more clutching the bed frame, and I'm walking with my wife again without hesitation." This is what smart nutrition can do. It restores balance, supports blood flow, rehydrates the system, and stabilizes nerve function. And that balance doesn't just help your energy, it carries over into every part of your life, especially the most intimate ones. 5. Beets, the overlooked powerhouse for male vitality. Let's talk about beets. Yes, that bold red root your grandmother might have served boiled on Sundays. It turns out, this humble vegetable could be the missing link in restoring healthy circulation and revitalizing erectile function. Beets are among nature's most powerful sources of dietary nitrates. When you eat them, especially on an empty stomach in the morning, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, the same compound that relaxes blood vessels, increases blood flow to the groin, improves sensitivity, and naturally lowers blood pressure without harsh effects. Unlike medications that override your body's systems, beets support the process your body was designed for gently, effectively, and safely. They're also packed with betalains, potent antioxidants that help heal damaged blood vessels and reduce internal inflammation. But it doesn't stop there. Beets are a solid source of folate and manganese, nutrients essential for hormone production and testicular function. Iron and potassium, also found in abundance, help improve blood volume and hydration, key components of stamina and cardiovascular strength. For best results, I suggest starting your day with half a cup of roasted or steamed beets, or a small glass of fresh beet juice if your digestive system tolerates raw juice. Want to go a step further? Try blending a chunk of beetroot with a slice of watermelon rind. That way, you combine beet nitrates with watermelon citrulline for a powerful, natural circulation boost. This pairing doesn't just improve blood flow, it helps restore confidence, responsiveness, and that grounded sense of strength from within. Let me share one last story. Marco, 66, came to see me feeling defeated. "Nothing down there feels alive anymore," he said. He wasn't out of shape. He ate well, exercised regularly, and did all the right things, but the spark was missing. We added one small habit to his morning routine: a fresh beet juice blend with lemon and celery. 10 days later, he looked at me and said, "Doc, I'm waking up harder than I've been in years, and my confidence? Through the roof." That's not some miracle. That's oxygen-rich blood finally going where it belongs. Your morning blueprint for restoration. Now you have 5 powerful morning foods backed by real science and tailored specifically for men over 60, designed to help restore your strength, support your blood flow, and reignite your vitality. Whole eggs support pelvic muscle repair and hormonal balance. Oats with chia seeds clean out your arteries and lower inflammation. Watermelon with rind boost nitric oxide for stronger responsiveness. Steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt support mineral balance and steady morning energy. Beets deliver potent circulation support and natural erection strength. Each of these isn't just food, they're tools. Tools for reclaiming control over your health, your body, and your identity as a man. But knowledge on its own doesn't change anything. It's what you do with it that matters. Your step-by-step action plan. If you've read this far, I know one thing. You're ready to take action. You're ready to stop letting age define what's possible for you. So here's how you turn that readiness into results starting tomorrow. Step 1. Within 30 minutes of waking, choose one food and commit. Keep it simple. You don't need a complicated plan, just consistency. In a rush, prep 2 whole-boiled eggs the night before. Add a pinch of Celtic salt in the morning. Got 10 minutes? Cook a bowl of oats. Stir in chia seeds, cinnamon, and berries. Want something light? Blend a slice of watermelon rind with beetroot and lemon for a nitric oxide kick. Prefer something grounding? Steam half a sweet potato, drizzle with a bit of olive oil, and top with a touch of Celtic salt. This isn't just breakfast, it's fuel for your blood vessels, your hormones, and your entire performance throughout the day. Step 2. Hydrate with purpose. No coffee right away, your body needs water to activate circulation. Start your day with this quick hydration tonic. Uśmemos warm veter. Juice of half a lemon, a pinch of Celtic sea salt, a dash of apple cider vinegar. This simple drink rehydrates your system, gets your metabolism moving, and primes your arteries for the flow they need, especially in the places men often ignore until there's a problem. Step 3. Move with intention, even if it's just for 5 minutes. You don't need a gym session to start rebuilding strength. Just 5 minutes of focused, gentle movement is enough to redirect blood flow to where it matters most. Begin with light pelvic activations, low hip circles, seated leg lifts, or glute squeezes while you brush your teeth. These simple motions reawaken circulation and help re-engage the deep muscles responsible for erection control, bladder support, and lasting stamina. This isn't about exercise, it's about communication. It's your way of telling your body, I'm here, I still care. Step 4. Check in with yourself every morning. Before your day takes over, ask this: what do I need today to feel like the man I know I still am? Maybe it's fuel, maybe it's rest, maybe it's connection, or maybe it's just a moment to remind yourself that your best days aren't behind you. Write it down. Say it out loud. This simple check-in is how you turn quiet thoughts into meaningful action. This is not the end, it's the beginning. Let me say this clearly. The greatest loss men face with age isn't testosterone, it's belief. The belief that we're still capable, still alive, still men. But here's the truth. If you can boil an egg, stir oats, blend watermelon, or steam a sweet potato, then you already have everything it takes to lead your own comeback. That first morning bite? It's more than breakfast, it's your first declaration of strength. Don't wait for a diagnosis. Don't wait for a prescription. Don't wait for someone else to fix what you can start fixing tomorrow with what's on your plate. And if you're serious about boosting your circulation, naturally supporting testosterone, and protecting your prostate for the years ahead, go ahead and subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a new video. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's going on your plate tomorrow morning? What change are you showing up for? Let's build a community of men who won't fade quietly, but rise each day with clarity, with pride, and with that unmistakable fire. This is Dr. Laura signing off. But remember, your strength hasn't disappeared. It's just been waiting for you to return. See you in the next one. Hi, Chat GPT.